Here's your Storm Track 7 forecast.
Good afternoon, I'm Storm Track 7 meteorologist Joshua Franson, and it's no secret to anyone that it's pretty cold outside right now, mainly due to those wind chills, of course. We could have some gusts up to 25 miles an hour today out of the northwest before winds slightly wobble out of the north tonight, still on the stronger side, and then, well, tomorrow, once again, out of the northwest at about 5 to 10 miles an hour. It's going to continue to push colder air into our area, perhaps some of the coldest of the season we've seen. So as we go into the future here, we're going to pretty much remain mostly cloudy today, and as we head into the night, some slight clearing will begin to form across our northern areas, and that will really allow it to get colder up there. Clouds remain further off to the south, and then we'll start the day off tomorrow pretty much mostly clear, and that allows that colder air to really settle in. Look at these temperatures sitting in the negative teens before more clouds return on in later in the day. We'll have increasing clouds throughout the day and be partly to mostly cloudy then as well. But going into the overnight hours, that's when we see the clouds fully settle in. We'll stay cloudy throughout Tuesday night into Wednesday. But in terms of what the big deal of the forecast is, it's those wind chills. Well, throughout the rest of today, as we head into the afternoon and evening, wind chills into the negative 20s and negative teens during the day. That is quite cold. You're going to want multiple layers on for that. And then as we get into those morning hours tomorrow, that's when we really see that cold kick in. Wind chills possibly 40 below zero, ranging to 20 below zero. It is going to be quite cold overall. You're going to want to make sure that you're wearing whatever you need to stay warm, outdoor exposure limited, and of course, pipes at home. You're going to make sure you're prepared for those. You don't want those bursting, and you don't want to constantly bother the plumber. But as we go a little bit further ahead throughout the day tomorrow, we'll be sitting in the teens below zero, which is it's not necessarily great, but at least we'll warm up just a little bit tomorrow as well. It is going to be quite cold in the morning hours, but we do have that yellow alert day in place for those extreme wind chills, negative 40 to negative 25. You can get frostbite in as little as 10 to 20 minutes, and that's specifically for tonight through tomorrow morning, because that's when we expect the coldest air this week. But for President's Day, sitting in the single digits, both above and below zero, mostly cloudy. Some stray snow flurries possible further off to the south, but other than that, remaining dry. Tonight will be partly to mostly cloudy. Temperatures falling off into the teens below zero, with those extreme wind chills possibly crossing to 40 below zero. Make sure you keep that in mind as you're leaving for work tomorrow. Now, tomorrow, sitting in the single digits, maybe just a tiny bit warmer than today once we actually warm up for at least some areas, but we'll still be mostly cloudy. Wind chills will still be a factor. Do not forget your jackets if you leave during the midday. But I do like to bring in good news when I can, and we'll see the cold weather generally move out around Friday of this week as the winds will begin to shift out of the southwest and south. And we've talked about this before. That air is drier, it's warmer, and it can, bring some nicer weather into the forecast. So as we go into the weekend and next week, watch what happens. You slowly start to see those green and yellow colors build in the desert southwest, and we start catching some of that warmer air. Some of those greens and light blues will move on through, possibly looking at some temperatures in terms of highs into the 40s, which is about 10 degrees above normal. It's quite the big change going from being significantly below normal to above normal. It seems like it's looking likely, especially in our temperature outlook here for the end of February into March. We're definitely trending to be above normal in terms of temperatures, so we will see some relief soon from all this cold. But over the next few days here, still remaining quite cold, highs in the single digits, mostly cloudy skies, and then on the 10-day forecast, pretty much remain that way till Thursday where we get mostly sunny skies. A little bit warmer than Friday, warming up even more, partly cloudy. Saturday and Sunday is when the warmer air begins to kick in. You notice 30 and 40, quite a big jump from what we've been seeing and what we will see earlier in the week. And then as we head into next week, maybe a slight chance of precipitation on Wednesday, but still temperatures are pleasant, sitting in the 40s with lows into the upper 20s.